Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 320, The Rude Cause. That's an. I'm guessing this chapter's title may be a mistranslation on the unofficial part because I am not actually sure why this chapter would be called The Rude Cause. Unless there's a meaning to that word that I'm forgetting right now. But yeah, anyways, as you're all aware, we ended the last chapter with Asta going for a swing at Lucifero, and a lot of people are thinking that the sword's gonna be broken, so let's see if the sword actually does get broken here. Or if we just have Lucifero be defeated because usually the attacks in Black Clover do go through. I mean, it's not always, but sometimes they do. So yeah, anyways, let's see here. We get the speed effects, as then we see the Black Divider, I believe that's what it's called, or no, Demon Divider or Demon Destroyer or something, I don't know, one of those names. So the original sword, going for the slice, and it actually cut Lucifero's horn off. Like, Lucifero just ducked his head like this. I mean, it's a bit hilarious, the fact that we literally just have that we all some people will feel like the sword will be destroyed. Some people will panic, oh my god, Lucifer is gonna be defeated. Or, I don't know. I don't think anyone was like panicking that, but it was like still a possibility, honestly. So it's kind of funny how we have like the next chapter is literally just Lucifer like going down a little bit or just like moving his head down, and so just missing it. Kind of funny, in all honesty. And then little horn being destroyed, as I was like, I missed. No, he dodged. Not that you like, but yeah, or maybe it's supposed to be said you dodged or not missed. I don't know. So yeah, we see the little cut from the horn, as then we see Lucifer doing that voice, angry face, as he starts screaming, "You scum! You damn brat!" And he just grabs Asta's face, and just like starts to pull it on the floor. Hold it on the floor. And honestly, his face, angry face, actually does look a bit intimidating, but still, it looks goofy when he's doing that scrunched up. Like, actually looks like a demon here. And then we have him, like, hit him so deep on the floor that he, like, cracked it. And it seems to, like, knocked out Asta right now. As we have Lucifer, like, stomping on him. It's like, ah, you piece of trash! Magicless piece of trash! To do this to my body! Ah! To be fair, Lucifer, if it makes you feel any better, this is not really a fully manifested body, so technically you could use the ecstatic excuse. As there we have when he's about to stomp Asta to death, I'm guessing, we have Melior showing up and punching him, but it just like he just hits it, doesn't really send him anything back. Is there we have like Charlotte and Dorothy also showing up to like save Asta. I think Charlotte used her bar magic to pull him away as Dorothy like tries to put him in this mirror world. Well, not mirror world. I mean to the dream world. As they're coming to strike. As there we have probably both Charlotte and Dorothy making the anti magic attack from Asta worked. Why wouldn't that work? I don't think they didn't see them part when where Lucifer bled, but I wonder why would you not think? I mean, before it was established that the arcane stages are the most difficult, would be the biggest threat against the devils, and it slides. Like I don't see why it won't work. Honestly, like I know it's powerful, but every powerful thing has its weaknesses. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Lucifer like slapping Meliona away. And we'll get into this a bit later in the chapter, but yeah. As well as Lucifer's tantrum. Actually, I'm gonna probably save this for the end. So, anyways, then we have Charlotte using her Briar Magic weapon as she's also covering it using Asta as well, and Dorothy. Oh, I'm not sure if there's a spell that Dorothy is using for in the non-dream world. I mean, I think I should have it. I don't really see why it would just be mirror world and do whatever. So maybe she does have it because she seems like maybe she seems like hold them back or something, or like hold them in place. I don't know really. As then we have Shaw and Dolphy both thinking to themselves, we must protect Asta. We need to keep him alive. And then Lucifer grab, just puts his hand in front of him as it like just stops Charlotte's Briar magic, which honestly looks a bit ridiculous. Like, you know that thing in a cartoon where everyone's chasing something like full speed, but then someone just says stop and then hold still, or like someone who they don't want to piss off for whatever reason is just standing there and they're like, "Brrr." Oh my god, that's basically Charlotte right now. Now Charlotte spell right now. And then we have like Lucifer just like going through it like this. Basically, it's like, get out of my way! It's like throws Charlotte aside as well as Dorothy. Then we have Jack like coming there with all of his blades out as he like hits the Lucifero. Now it seems like his blades actually did go into Lucifero from this panel. No, no, because panels, but it doesn't seem like he bled or anything. It seems like he just kind of got stuck in it. Think of it. The best way to describe it is think of how like Kirishima's fingers went into Gigantamakia's skin, but it wasn't like any damage. It was literally like popping a zit or something. Like, even less than that. Like, at least you felt that. So I think it's something similar to that with Jack's blade just going into Lucifer, but it's literally nothing. As then we have Jack screaming like, sorry, but I can't keep letting that peasant show me up. Which I'm guessing is referring to Dante's battle. But unfortunately, similar to Dante, you're just gonna be beaten by Lucifero. I mean, seriously, like, we knew Jack was gonna be was not gonna do much against Lucifero. I mean, he wasn't even able to do anything against 100% Dante. So yeah, we have him just being and actually I don't think he even gets actually Riddle's I think spell does heal and Paul gives to Gary Paul, but yeah, still nothing. Lucifer just like I think slaps him away or punches him away as Lucifer just like disappear. So yeah. Anyways, there we have Nozel showing up using his Mercury magic to put us starting further back as Nozel started doing the whole epic speech. He's like, this peasant knocked out Asta panel close-up of Nozel is like has taught me, a royal, that anyone can fight against any adversary, even if they are far superior. As then we have, uh, honestly, I'm gonna get into this a little bit better, but I like the fact that even though Nozel has the like epic speed supposed to be, I guess it's gonna be more epic in the fish translations, and definitely in the anime. I mean, dramatic music and all that. But I like how does that whole epic speech, but then Lucifero, even and also Biomercury Magic does seem to go into Lucifero. It does seem to like stab him into it. But then Lucifero just like slaps him away or punches him away. I don't know. It's like one of those bands where you don't actually see how he has his arm positioned fully, but it just sends him away basically. Is Lucifer's like, shut your mouth. I'm happy for this because this whole arc has pretty much just been Cap just giving like badass one-liners and badass speeches with the villains either not being able to respond or not responding at all. So I'm happy that we have like Lucifer just like slapping away Nuzel and saying shut your mouth. I mean, glad I wish some other caps were used for this rather than Nozel, but still, I like that this is happening. Then we have the Mercury, like either I guess they have Nozel like trying to cover Lucifer with his Mercury, which even though he's knocked out, which in my opinion this makes Nozel far better than most people give him credit for. I mean seriously, people say like Fogolian Spirit Dive would be able to solve the entire Nozel family. I mean, true, Solid and Nebra no challenge, but come on, give Nozel some credit as well as Noel, which is kind of funny. They call Noel goddess, but yet Fukuoka would sword the entire Silo family. But yeah, then anyways, while Nozel was covering Lucifer in Mercury, we have Fugolion and Meliona combine their fire magic as well as Salamander, which could just be because of Fugolion, honestly. And one punch like strike him in a similar way to in how in the Alpha the way that they defeated their alpha opponents was kind of similar way. Like both of them were talking, referring to something, as the other was also talking and doing the opposite as they went to the punch to defeat them. as they will have them both scream probably. Right now, Asta is the one I'm expecting the most out of. As a magic knight, as my prey. As my prey is referring to Meliana, so they're going for the punch, and they both hit Lucifer and make like a giant blast of fire. But it seems that the only thing that day was destroy Nozelle's Mercury magic, as then we have no, Lucifer like grabbing for Goliath and slapping Meliona away. I'll get into this in the end chapter, like I said before. As then we have Lucifer saying, "Silence! You are annoying me!" Which is true. I mean, we have had this so many times, it is getting annoying. Yeah, that's probably a problem with this dialogue. Everything's annoying. Everyone says the same thing too many times. Even I do. So, you know what's gonna call me a hypocrite. So then we have. Oh my god, okay, this is actually really funny because, okay, first of all, Salamana, it seems like Lucifer just like walked through Salamana or used Salamana like a jump board. Lucifer goes there, holding Fugolion's hat, as he's like out of my way, as Real tries to use his painting magic or something Valhalla, as Lucifer throws Fugolion at Real, going straight into it, and hits them both on the ground. And they're both knocked out, by the way, in case you're wondering. Which is hilarious because this is basically a game of basketball at this point where Fugolia is like the ball and Real is the what's it called? The place the bat he was supposed to throw into it as they're both knocked out. And to make this chapter even more hilarious than it already is, we have that second gate devil whose name we still don't know, Adramalek, Baal, whatever fairy it is going to like sit on the rock. Well, not even sitting, he's more like laying on the rock at this point. He's just like, it's like they were able to fight thanks to the nobleman's magic. They did better than expected. However, they're only human. It's over. Oh my god, this guy's like essentially just. This guy's essentially like someone who has to watch something he finds boring, but he has to do it because his little sibling is there. Like he's. I mean, give him a popcorn or something. Like this guy is hilarious. I mean, this I already like this devil. Like, I already like him beforehand, like before this, but I really like him. Which I know it's supposed to be Lucifer, but come on, it's this guy's show. Like, this guy's just hilarious. So, anyways, then we get like a small little black pass, like, you bastard. As we get to see um, Asta's lay on the floor over this, and Lucifer's like, I knew that goofy, angry face. So, yeah, it's like, you damn brat. You're the root cause of all this. I guess not being fully manifested, being almost his manifestation almost being failed, the fact that the Cliffas were out. I guess that's what's supposed to be referencing the root cause. I still feel like it's not doesn't really work. Although I gotta be honest, like you have to give respect to Nozel. Like not only did he manage to, after getting knocked out, cover Lucifer in Mercury magic, but he also managed to get Asta really far back. Pretty impressive, in all honesty. Anyways, they have Lucifer like jumping off it as he's gonna go for that die stop. That should be the name of this attack. Is like die stop. As then we have him. Oh my god, his actual face is actually covered in black, so we don't actually get any his goofy faces. As then we have stop Lucifer stomping it. As he realizes Oz is not there, he doesn't make the goofy angry face. As he looks up a little bit, as he sees a little star. And then he looks a bit back, still not his goofy angry face, as he sees a bubble and one person there with two grandmas. As that person saying, finally, as we see a last panel of Asta being unconscious and defeated on the floor. I'm not sure if he's not, yeah, defeated on the floor. It's like, finally, now you're the one who owes me, Asta. As we see you know back at his feet with Mimosa over there, probably healing Asta and the Sylph by his side. As we see the end of chapter's name should be like, you know, Robs, will he be the star of hope? Oh my god, people will be furious if they already are not. So let's get into the hilarity of this chapter before we end this reaction. So, like I've been hinting, there's something that about. Let's start with Lucifero's react to this chapter. Now, Lucifero is still not top tier, like nothing. He is very disappointing for what a century is letting out being an entire year of nothing for the villains. So for him to show up now, he's still disappointing. And his stance from this chapter is nothing bad. Doesn't make him look better. If anything, makes him look worse because to me, whenever a villain throws a tantrum, it's very stupid. Like, I mean, you were supposed to be this smart guy, yet you forgot to throw a tantrum or something. Like, this is why I actually like the Dark Triad more, because they reacted with pleasure or happiness, essentially, in a way. While Lucifero's tantrum is just pathetic. Especially if once you consider like a small little horn. In fact, is it the horn even still there? I mean, yeah, it is still there. Like, it is still cut. So he really doesn't have the horn anymore, but it's still kind of like it's kind of like so worthless. I mean, granted, some people did say it makes sense for his character that he would fall fit, but it is kind of pathetic once you realize it is. I mean, granted, his stepson was hilarious. I mean, like using Fugolia as a basketball, basically, and like finally having one character who does that whole epic speech getting slapped was great. But it still not really makes him. I mean, it's funny and definitely good. I can't wait. I hope they actually go full on comedy when this actually does happen in the battle or the anime. But yeah, so that's pretty much like the funny battle. But I do hate the tantrum. Like I feel like he himself should like make more fun of it. Like, oh, this is what the strongest of the Clover Kingdom can do. All right, let's see how quick. All right, let me show you what me actually trying to kill you looks like. Like that's what I feel like Lucifer should do. But who knows? Maybe this is gonna be given to one other of the leaders. I mean, especially, although this does also make me wonder why he's so angry at that because they are supposed to be three rulers. I mean, if he's the strongest out of the three, I don't see why he would be so furious. Again, well, I do kind of get, but again, why would he be so furious? So yeah. Anyways, let's discuss about something I've noticed with this, with showing up with people's reactions. Now, the thing about Yuno is that he's one of those characters like Meliona who doesn't seem like Tabata wants to really write them be like defeated, like look not cool. Like similar to Mel this chapter. Like, have you noticed how like every time someone gets like swatted away by it, it's usually like done in a very detailed way. While Meliona is just back. Now we show her defeated, just like backslap because fall go away. Like Tabata seems to not want to have characters like Melion, not look cool. So I don't think he's gonna look like very comically defeated like Fugolion was by Lucifero as well as Nozel. But yeah, I do question how he's gonna do that. Now, by the way, something people were mentioning about why is able to stand, why Mimosa is able to heal, is because Star Magic has like some kind of gravity thing, immunity type of thing, which allows stars to do stuff that normally couldn't. So it's also probably reference to the Star of Hope. So I am guessing that's the explanation gonna be, which is again kind of funny how anyone with Star Magic, or at the very least anyone who has like at least a little bit higher mana is able to like withstand gravity magic, which does take it away again from it. But yeah, it is the whole thing. Now, is this actually gonna matter? Is like actually gonna get so many power ups that he's gonna be able to defeat Lucifero? Definitely not. Like, and the other day, Black Clover has been more of a team thing. So at the best, Uno's gonna hold to us Lucifer off long enough for Melissa to heal him, which, as we've seen by her resurrecting three people at once and then being able to heal people without any issue, she has a lot of it. So she's gonna be able to heal Asta very quickly. And honestly, this is probably all going into like a free like Asta, and Noel all coming together to take down Lucifer, like this epic final shot with them all defeating Lucifer working together. Like I could see that happening. Especially since I'm actually very curious on how Saint State's gonna work here, because I have this theory that Saint State's is gonna like is just kind of like anti-magic, but specifically to demons. In fact, it might even be more effective against demons than anti-magic in terms of the way you look at it. So I am definitely curious on how that's gonna go. If that's the case, they're probably gonna we get probably get another explanation of what anti-magic is. But yeah, so I'm definitely curious on how that's gonna go. So yeah, anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And don't forget to tell me in the comments below what did you think of this chapter. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And with that said, I cannot wait to see all you people next time. Goodbye.